Pretty good template there, Ann. Just from what I see is two things. The first being, the second is a little bit reactionary. As you start to swing down, this club face tends to be open, which if you were to just leave this club face open and hit it, that would explain some of the loss of distance. As you open up the club face, you're adding a little bit of loft. But I'm assuming you're somewhat of an athlete, played sports all your life, so you understand that if this club is open, there are some things that you need to do to square it. So that's when you start to give up a lot of the angles that you can take into impact that allow for you to compress the ball. You give a lot of those up to try to square the club face. So essentially you start swinging down, your body is going to stall a little bit, and you're starting to get the club head to move past your hands in an attempt to square it. So I think if we get the club face a little bit more square in the early part of the downswing, that'll give you some freedom to rotate, and you can hold those angles, which will allow you to compress the ball a little bit better. More compression is going to be a little bit more distance. So what I need you to understand as you swing back, whatever you're going to do with your left wrist, you're going to do the opposite with your right. So I'm going to ask you to bowl your left wrist. So this motion, if you were to be on a motorcycle to accelerate, you're going to bend your wrist back. With your left wrist, you'll do a reverse motorcycle. You can see that that's going to square the club face a little bit better. So as you're swinging back, as you go to the top of your backswing, I want you to try to do some of that reverse motorcycle. So bow your left wrist, but you'll notice that as I bow my left wrist, my right wrist has to bend back as well. So you're going to bow your left wrist, bend your right wrist back. The club face swinging down should match your spine angle a little bit more, so you have the freedom to rotate with a square club face, and then you can start compressing the ball a little bit better.